Yeah. Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield. I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we're going to be taking a look at Toheart, WooHyun, and Key delicious music video performance version. Now normally when I do a marathon of a group, I normally go through the entire group's discography and then double back and look through the solos, but because SHINee has so many solo releases, I thought it would be way more appropriate to just go legitly in chronological order and try to cover as much as possible in terms of the music performances and the dance practices that are affiliated. So that's why we're taking a look at Key hanging out here. I'm very excited for this. There's a really good chance I know this song because this is around the era that I was really into more of the solo artists. And so I can't wait to take a look and analyze it. Let's go. Wow. That's WooHyun from Infinity, isn't it? Hey! Oh, I love this. Oh, that was smooth. Oh, so nostalgic for me. That's so, yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah, that was WooHyun from Infinity. No, not Infinity, Infinite. Oh my god. Yeah, Infinite. That's cool. That's so cool. Okay, from the top here. definitely, oh, this is so good. God, I feel so stupid. Why? I knew infinity felt wrong. I was like, that's not right. Infinite. Yeah. And if you want to know a very interesting fact about Jess, the very first K-pop song I ever heard in my life was, I believe it was an intro track to Infinite. That was the very, very first song I ever heard. The very first K-pop music video I ever watched was Try to Follow Me by 2NE1. So I am a loyal girly in terms of my Gen 2 of lady groups. So from the top, it really wasn't like I wasn't a fan of boy groups as much as I was of 2NE1, because 2NE1 was like, they were, you know, they were just right on my alley. They were such a vibe. I love their dancing. I love their singing. But I really appreciated Infinite. And I am appreciating SHINee, and I appreciated SHINee in their context. And so it was really, really nice to be able to take a look at this here and through this marathon. So having them use the guys, the dancers, as kind of doors to open up, which is really nice. The opposing colors, look at the ombre of the back going from the red down to the yellow, and then seeing that happen right here with our guys is really cool. And then seeing the white with the neutral is a really great choice. Switching it through, that electric, nice accents. Sliding it through, delicious. Switching through, boom, don't really like that pull action. It's clean. I would say shout out to whoever had to color his eyebrows to get it to match that highlighter green. That's impressive. Switching it through, also see it through the hair as well. Dipping it through, I like the choice that the guys, the dancers went a little bit lower and Key stayed a little bit higher. That was a great choice. Regardless of intention, it is very, I mean, costume does help us be able to see who's who, obviously, but having those little level moments really do help, even if we didn't have those costumes, which is nice. Yep, that's so nutritious. Is this the cleanest that we've seen from either of them? No, I don't really blame Key or WooHyun. I do know both of them within their respective groups definitely hold it down in terms of synchronicity, and so I think that's why this combination works really well. But the dancers, I think, are the ones that aren't on the same page more so than WooHyun and Key. But it's really nice to see the energy here, having the 4 and the 4. It's an even number, which is an interesting thing to operate from, but it makes sense though, because it's 2 people being featured, not just 1. Both play an equal role in the track, which I really like. Yeah, really like that choice. Chopping it down, nice moment for him to have. Yeah. Yep, and and a hit. So they're riding a lot of like the 1, 2, and a 3 and 4. Not a ton of syncopation on this. Very groovy, a little bit of funk, but I wouldn't even really give it funk. They're not quite being funky with any groove or pocket, but I do like the choices that they have. Just slight staging, spacing here, little issues there. Notice he's a little bit close. But I feel like they're the centered ones, and our guys, they need to pan out a little bit more, I think would be my suggestion there. Sliding it through the lines, and then of course they push through, similar to what they did in the beginning. Love the energy in the opposition, the reactions that are happening, and then having them enter right back in. Feels like a reversal, which is a really nice choice. Yeah, it's just fun. I like the energy that they have with each other. It's enjoyable. That ding, ding, ding. Love that peel out. Yeah. Now with the choreo like this, you don't notice we don't have like a ton of levels. And that's honestly kind of fine whenever you think about just the contrast of their outfits to the dancers. You don't really need to do as many levels because it's honestly going to be harder to read in comparison to just doing the content. So I understand that here, simply because they're in a white room giving this like Coca-Cola kind of font. It's really cool. And so I think that's why I'm a little bit more forgiving on the lack of not formation, but lack of levels. But even in the transitions, though, when levels would be needed, they are showcasing that, which I really like. And also noticing, I mean, it feels like some of our guys are in like maybe a fedora, and then some are in more like that flat bill kind of cap, which is cool. Switching through in the hips, boom, do-do-do, and a don't-do-do. Nice to see. And then having a switch across, moving on, back to Key. Yeah, it does feel like very ambidextrous, where like both sides represent similar movements. They're not doing anything overly crazy, nor are they doing anything overly simple. Like it feels kind of right in the middle. Gives a little Michael Bublé, not in terms of dancing, but just in essence. It feels more so like that genre than anything. And I am a Michael Bublé fan, especially during like the I Just Haven't Met You Yet era. Like that era specifically is really nice. It just feels encouraging. I love that little magic trick with the flowers. And they have opposing colors, which is nice. So he has more like a purple. And then WooHyun has more of a yellow, so that was really nice. But the purple helps cater towards WooHyun's hair. I love that. Try to be they're kind of competing for the ladies' affection, which I really like. Ding ding. So they're going off of hair for that, which I really like. They're little peeps with each other. Love the performance of this. The swipe. Great partnering in the sense of the energy, and the switch between that is really nice to see. Yeah, it's just fun. Look at these dancers. They're like, no. He's like, here, come on, give me my flower. It's just fun. It is enjoyable, and using the dancers to help create some energy and escalation to the situation, which I do like. It's fun. It's still suave, but also, hey, get off my opportunities, dude. You know, kind of feels like that, which is fun. Now we've switched it. I'm assuming it has to deal more so with the restaurant, like a venue change of the music video. And it does. I feel like there's a lot of groups that use this type of music video set. Just different color grades, different maybe lettering. But I'm very familiar with this type of scenery within a music video or performance video. It's nice. It's fun. I like the opposition. He's going nice with the zebra, and then you have WooHyun hanging out with the stripes. Very nice. It does give a little Jailhouse Rock vibes right here. And then, I'm just enjoying that little swing and a swing, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I mean, it does feel just more like placed movement versus having any sort of like groove or essence behind it. It doesn't really bother me as much with a track like this. Switching it through dee-dee-dee-dee and a da-da-da. It's just fun. It's just not quite finale, but it sets them up for success going live, I think is what this gives off energy-wise. They both can do more. But you and I both know that if this was sung live, then the choreography is very practical and tailored to that, which I like. Having the energy of our dancers, I love that boom doo 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 da da doo da doo. I really like that energy. It's fun with that double chest bop, which is nice. Bringing it through, boom da da da, and a nice little pulse. Really enjoyable. Swing and swim. Yeah, I'm just definitely a fan of the range being demonstrated, the fullness, very simple add-on. Simple is better, I think, in this type of concept, and I think it's very rewarding to see that here. And we are teetering a lot in the opposition where they are mirroring each other a lot. So that's been kind of that go-to format with the choreo, which I like. Everybody's nice and still except for year two. Nice framing, boom, having a little body roll action from WooHyun, having a little peel action from Key. Key and Peel. If you don't know, hope you know. They're great. Like that, where all of our guys swipe down. I think my little clarification would be having it nice and clean in terms of where your arms are for my dancers. What if they wanted to go more individualistic? I don't really have as many issues with that as much either. Swinging it through. Phew, love that little Ranajam. Yeah. Not diving, just like taking it and making that had a little fixed point moment before they bring it back to each other. Honestly, I don't remember how they got the hat again. Now I'm curious. So you have Key that has more of the flat bill, and then you have WooHyun that has a fedora. I still missed it because I was still too busy thinking. Okay, when did they get the hats? We're walking, setting it up, boom and boom, 4, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. Oh, okay. So in this one, he has a fedora, but both of them have flat bills in the other scene. So they use their own hats. Why did I not think that? My brain must not be braining those details. I wasn't even thinking that. Love how they go and they shoot the arm up, showcasing a nice feature moment for them. And it showcases a nice level represented. And the other dancer is not quite doing that, which is fine. But I like how they chose a frame or take that arm around and the dancer's body rolled out of it. Great choice. Signing it in. Once again, arms go up. They stayed high. Our dancers went low. It made it more filling. Great framing. Little pot of array. Little dip and a da-da-da, which is a hit. I like it. Very enjoyable. Do-do-do. And ding-ding-ding for me. I be popping out. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. But also this type of track, they probably wanted to go more suave. A little bit more gentlemanly versus really like funk forward, and because they can do that, I just feel that they're taking that more like stoic approach, very chill, nuanced versus aggressive in presentation. So that's why I think that it's very fitting the dancers they picked for this. It just feels more, the choreography is a courtesy, not quite the center point. It's more so this collaboration between the two because they are not from the same groups, but it's really fun. So delicious. It's just fun. And then he goes and he takes his hat and then he puts it on his head and he's like, hey, give me my hat back. Oh, I very much enjoyed that. I loved seeing these two here. I actually forgot that this existed. Like, this was like a really cool thing because WooHyun is from Infinite and Key's from SHINee. And I don't think Infinite's with SM. Oh my gosh, what company were they with at this time? So Woolham Entertainment, I think, is where Infinite is based. I don't know if they're still with them, but I think at that time that's who they were with. But in general, super freaking sick that we got this because, I mean, yeah, you do have collabs, but it was a really nice type of collab of two different members from different groups coming together to create their own like little group. And I think it's fun. It's different than a subunit. So I really very much enjoyed this. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. If you want to see more SHINee or Key, I have that all over YouTube, but I have so much more of it on Patreon. If you're seeing this on Patreon, it is a part of my SHINee marathon that I've been doing this month. If you're seeing this on YouTube, I do release a certain number of older reactions like this one onto YouTube as SHINee has more comebacks or Key specifically has comebacks. I try to tailor my reactions accordingly depending on who has their comeback. And I do that in order to create a really nice early release incentive for those of Patreon, but also it allows me a really great form of accountability to really understand a group from the beginning all the way through to their modern day comebacks, because I feel like I'm able to take a look at a group from 2024 and on in a lens that is healthier for me to see the overall picture of their movement quality and just their eras and the things that they've been growing and building. So all that to say, I've really enjoyed this and I look forward to seeing so much more from Key as well as SHINee, and I know one day I'll get to WooHyun and Infinite, and I know it's going to be wonderful. Once again, I am Jess. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye!